And here we go. It's Saturday night at the Squatch Zone, and I missed a few days. I did. I did miss a few days. I am so sorry, you guys. But only I had some real health issues that it was messing with me so bad. I mean, I felt like I got hit by a train and was giving birth to a whale. And all it was these little bitty little stones. But oh my gosh, they racked my world, I gotta tell you. But I thought I owed everyone, today's not so bad. I got some good meds finally, and took me out of pain. Hi, Winter. Hi, Connie. And I'm not doing too bad right now. I've drank like 5 cases of water, Just been kind of crazy. Looks like I'm not like everything says I'm streaming really good, only I notice I'm going Hey, CEA space A. I like that name. How's it going, brother? I think it's a brother. I don't know. CEA. But I think it's a brother. Thank you so much, Connie. I pray for all of you guys too, whether you need it or not, like health-wise or anything. I pray for everybody for financial blessings, blessings in your life, like continued good health, stuff like that. And I even pray for our president. Can you believe that? I know a lot of people are going to hate that, but only I do. I pray for our government. I pray for my family like crazy. Hi, Jan. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better. Howdy, Northworthy Sagas and Stories. I don't know if I subbed you. I'm going to sub you. Okay? I sub everybody. I sub everyone that... Hi, Larry. Good seeing you. But I sub everybody that has over 100 and something followers, and I think it's only fair. And then I even watch the videos you guys put. Like CEA, you've been putting some pretty good videos. You don't have a lot of them, but you put good ones. Pretty good. Nice field trip videos. But there is something going on around here. I know Jeffrey will go into it more in depth on his show. And, I don't have pictures or video or anything I'm going to share. I'm not going to share names or anything. But this one location... Hi, Jesse. Cool. I can't, man, I'm almost to the point where I can do the phone thing. I have all the parts. I just got to figure out how to make it work. For some reason, I can't figure out how it goes in the mixer board, and to make it all work right. I should have paid attention whenever Jeff was when I was hanging out with Jeff for all those years, and I seen him hook it up a million times, but I didn't pay attention to what where it went in the mixer. But yeah, here in the valley, we've been having like a lot of Bigfoot sightings. Like they're in the oranges, they're in the citrus. Like everywhere where there's citrus along the rivers and canals, there's Bigfoot. And I just saw a picture on my face that came across my, I don't know if it wasn't my Facebook, but I guess you would call it the news feed, of some game cameras that Jeff and they put out in an area that of the field trip that I have, the video that I have, that's like my, I don't know what you call it, video. On the channel, it's like your prominent little video you put up there. I don't really have. I'm going to have to make one, for just that little spot, but the where the guy ran into the telephone pole and knocked it down, and had his goat killed or attacked, and the neighbor had the goat killed, and all his neighbors have been seeing the Bigfoot, and it was just recent, you know. Well, I just seen a picture from one of the game cameras that Jeffrey and them put up, and it looks pretty amazing, because I know the fence is like 5'5", I would say. And I don't think the tractor is in the picture. There it shows two pictures, one in the daytime and then one at night with these eyes. And the eyes they're behind the first row of oranges, which would be 12 or 14, 15 feet away from the camera. And the camera has the fence, the top of the fence running through the top of the picture, or almost at the top of the picture. And from that angle, it looks like to me like this thing is tall, you know, as tall as an orange tree, and it's standing there looking at the camera. So that's pretty trippy. Really, you're in Fresno? Okay, we're hooking up, man. That sounds good. Hi, Isaiah. Let's hook up. Did you see that picture that came across the Facebook feed? I think Mickey put it up there. Man, dude, it's creepy, creepy. It has eyeballs and stuff. But yeah, the Bigfoots are running around in the valley. They're having a really good time. They do. I don't know if they like the oranges. Like, I thought about that a little bit. I believe they do like citrus, you know. Only I think they like the oranges not so much for the fruit as so much for the cover. Because I've been really looking at wow, that's cool. Thank you, Duty. In fact, all the veterans, I want to thank you guys for your service. All the ones that are in service right now, I want to thank you. You keep us safe from all the world that wants to hurt us, and it seems like everybody wants to hurt us right now. Yeah, so is that a good picture that he put up? Did you guys look at it yesterday? Huh? I mean, that's a trippy picture, man. The eyes are glowing. I mean, I was looking at the there's like a gap in between the orange trees, and it looks like that the eyes are right, like pretty much in that gap between the orange trees, but the top of the head is at least as tall as the orange trees at the camera angle. And I know the orange trees are around 10 feet tall, something like that. So, you know, yeah, I bet it was awesome, man. I'm gonna have to take a ride out there. I want to go with you guys. Jeffrey's not contacting me as much as he usually does, or used to, anyways. Only it doesn't mean I still can't go out on my own. You know, I just don't want to like step on Jeff's toes and do anything, you know, that would hurt his show or make him mad or hurt his feelings or anything like that. I just know that, you know, I've been doing the Bigfoot thing for a long time, and I've been all over that area with Jeff for a long time, and just because I'm not with him in the show, you know, it kind of you know, like does it mean that I have to stop all Sasquatching in the areas I've been like researching for the last 3 or 4 years, you know, in that area? But yeah, nice sack, Isaiah. It's really cool, really cool. In fact, I got some news. Maybe I should get it and show you guys. Can you guys can you take it for a second without me sitting here? I need to go get something so I could show you. I forgot all about it till right now. All I could think about was like kidney stones, and then getting on here and telling you guys, you know, that I'm all right, I'm cool, you know. Hi, John. Happy birthday. I forgot to say happy birthday on your wall. Actually, yesterday was like one of the worst days for the kidney stones, but only they passed like real early this morning. And usually once that happens, it's like real relief. So I didn't, what happened was I put everything, I really wasn't looking at anything, but everything was on cell phones, tablets, all this stuff. And I had them where I was looking at them, but then I left. I didn't like close out of any of the programs. And then I laid it next to the bed. The next time I went to go, look at everything, everything was dead. It was like, oh man. But so the the big 50, don't leave for even. What if I told you if I leave just for a minute to show you guys something? Well, I guess I could tell you about it. Somebody, they can say in the chat, they sent me a walking stick with a Bigfoot on the top of it, and also I got the flute from Spirit Feather Tony, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I look good. I'm good enough to go squatching, man. I am. I have. After last night. Last night was terrible, man. I mean, it was like it was like passing a whale. I'm not kidding, man. It was. This is the. Usually my leg hurts more than kidney stones. This time I could feel that bad boy going all the way down from the kidneys, and wow, oh my gosh, it was setting me on fire. Normally, though, my leg hurts way more than any kidney stone, and I can grin and bear it, but this time it was hurting pretty bad. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some elevator music on. Not. I'll be right back. Yeah, so my in-laws showed up a little while ago, and they have this dog that they've had forever. I don't know if it's doing that well, now. It's older, and so are they, though. But just like, surprise, here we are, all the way from Oklahoma. Like, wow. And I guess they tried calling. Only my phones are so old that sometimes they ring and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they charge, sometimes they don't. But anyways, the first thing I got on here is it's a walking stick, but this is the top of it. It has a Bigfoot on it. And this is from Arlo. Thank you, Arlo. I think I need to talk with them some more, but I think these are meant to help me raise money to buy a computer. I'm trying really hard to get a better computer. This one, I think I could do a lot better. Like, I don't know what it is, but my stream is not doing right. I haven't changed any settings. I don't know if it's the computer or if it's ATT, but I'm just gonna keep on going. You know, but this is what Arlo sent me. Okay, and it's for me like selling anything Bigfoot or even auctioning it is hard, man. I want to keep everything that has a Bigfoot on it. I have like boxes of Bigfoot stuff. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is a flute. Like, whoa, man, it is freaking beautiful. It only has 5 holes because that makes it traditional Native American style flute. It's got a raven on it. Yeah, I have Uverse, but I cut the TV part off, so I just have Uverse. I have Uverse phone and Uverse internet, and I want to like okay like yeah ATT blows. I wonder if they could blow a flute. Yeah, I'll ask Jeff. He works for him. Maybe he could blow the flute. No, oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. But yeah, I think I think the walking stick. He actually said like I could do anything with it that I want. Like my heart tells me keep it in my collection because it means something because somebody sent it to me. But Tony Spirit Feather already sent me a flute and it has a Bigfoot right here instead of a bird. Even though this is still traditional, this is what the Native Americans like. Um, Howdy, Ralph. How are you, buddy? And Smokescreen. But and I'll tell your grandpa and grandma, Winter and Odie. I'll tell grandpa and grandma you guys said hi. I don't know how long they're going to be in town. All right, they're heading back to Oklahoma. They had to go to a funeral in Oregon. So, and she was just telling me that 20 miles. She lives over by Wellington, Oklahoma, just outside of Tahlequah, and she was showing me her license plate. Like I'm jealous, like crazy. Now it's in Cherokee. The front license plate says, I think it says Cherokee Native or something like that. And I'm like, oh man, like I gotta have the license plate now, in my collection. I want one, just because it isn't a license plate over in Oklahoma. You don't have to have the front license plate like in California. So she bought one and put it on the front of her car. It's like, man, I want one. But she was telling me that where she's at, she bought like 17 acres outside of Tahlequah, and they're 20 miles away from her. They had a Bigfoot sighting. And now that's not the first one. I actually, in my researching over the years on the internet, I found that Oklahoma, especially around Tahlequah, has a lot of Bigfoot. In fact, if you Google it, there's a picture of a Bigfoot in the Tahlequah dump, standing in the Tahlequah dump, and so they have lots of Bigfoot over in Oklahoma, and not enough to make me want to move there, but enough to make me want to go visit for a few weeks over there and like go on a big field trip. Take my wife over there. But yeah, so you guys will have to tell me like how do you want me to do this how do you how do you want me to do the walking stick and the flute? Like I really need a computer really bad. This one's 9 years old or something like that, and it isn't gonna last. Even I mean, like the last for about 5 years or 6 years, this computer did the show for me and Jeff. No, you stay down. My cat Sasquatch just came in. So we really ran this computer like crazy. You know what I mean? Like every Sunday night for 6 years without hardly even missing a Sunday, this computer ran a 3 hour show and then went down to a 2 hour show. And I mean, I'm actually being nice to it. I brought everything down mostly because I don't have the great internet like him. Okay, this right here, Cold Warrior, this is one of a kind, handmade, one of a kind. He told me that he will not make another one with the Bigfoot on it because it's one of a kind and he made it for me a while back. But only they sound really good. Like, I'm not that great at it, but only you can tell. It sounds really good. Yeah, sounds pretty good. So I want to help. I want to like this one. I'll sell for to help build my computer. The walking stick. Ah man, like I know this isn't like a handmade thing. I know, it's like this is glued onto it, kind of like has a monkey face, but only it's in a rubber tip on the bottom. Only it's really really cool, and I don't have one of these in my collection. So you know what I mean. Really hard to get rid of stuff like that. But the flute, maybe I can do a. I don't know how I would do it, but maybe I could do like an auction type thing where people can bid on it, and the best man wins. And what I'll do instead of like, maybe I could put like a time limit on it. That way it's fair, you know what I mean? Like it's not fair to leave it open and everybody just keep bidding and bidding and bidding, That wouldn't be fair. And on the flute I have another one. I have one that he made especially for me and I won't sell it. And then I'm not just get on Patron. I'm gonna sign up for Patron. I swear, I will. Yeah, 1 cent above. Yeah, I looked at it. I haven't had really time. Like, I'm remodeling my bedroom. All the carpet's out. Half the wall over here is gone. We had to do some repairs on the sewer because the sewer was actually backing up and flooding this bedroom a whole bunch of times. So the wall has black mold. And but the landlady's really cool. She's letting me repair it. You know, I'm having family help me repair it. We're doing all the repairs ourselves. That way it saves her money. And then she's letting us take the materials out of the rent. So it's taken me a little while. And then that's actually how come I'm not on like on a regular schedule, because I have to move this stuff around all the time. In fact, when we get done with this room, this is my bedroom actually, and I would pan around but it's a disaster. No carpet, just a bunch of junk, and trash in here, a pile of it, and so I also, once that I get out of this room, then I'm going to paint and recarpet the other bedroom that I'm in right now that I call the motel room. It's not my bedroom, so I call it the motel room for right now. Once that I have that painted and carpeted, I'm gonna probably get rid of the desk that I'm sitting at and just put a table in there, and then I'll have one full side of the bedroom is mine, right? And then the wife could have the other side to do her Native American jewelry and all that stuff that she does, her crafting and all the little hats I showed you, little hats and stuff that she does. Good evening, Pedro, downtown Visalia, and plastic spine. Dang, dude, that hurts just letting me hear that. Wow, plastic spine. Youch. Only what I'm getting to is until I get all done, it's hard for me to say, I could be on Wednesday. I want to be on. I want to come on and chat with you guys at least 3 days a week. I was trying to get on earlier today, and I wanted to do like a marathon. Do like 3 hours or 4 hours on a Saturday, but I didn't know if there's any football games on. I also, the mother-in-law and father-in-law showed up, unexpected, and so it like put a hitch on my giddy up, and then, but I plan on doing the marathon, and I think maybe next Saturday I'll try to set everything up and do that. So, does she sell the jewelry? She she hasn't been. We have 6 kids, and she's been making everything on the jewelry for to give to like daughter-in-laws and grandchildren and stuff like that. Yeah, call it old Artie's room. No, it's the motel room. It's for me. It's a motel room. Yeah, but only. And then she doesn't even like to call it Native American, but I keep on telling her like she's Native American, and what she makes, her sister's been making it and selling it on. If you're my friend on Facebook, I can put a link up. She's actually selling some bracelets and stuff like that for Christmas. But they don't look Native American. You know what I mean? They're made by Native Americans, but only they look like White Boy did it. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I'm a white boy native. ah, you know, I don't know where everybody is. Oh, one thing okay, on the shirts the Squatch Zone stuff, everything is spelled right now. Okay, like there's no misspellings anymore. I finally got that all straight with Teespring is the one I'm going through, and I looked at a lot of different T-shirt places to use online, and they were the best one. As far as like quality went, and then I seen somebody they took a picture. It was Ito, or I'm not sure now, but only they, yeah. And you know what the only thing about it is what they do is they hold everything, and everybody thought it was everybody thought that when it said that was the sale was ending or something like that. It was at first, but really that's not what. Now it only it does a run like every 7 days, and what it means is it holds everybody's products. Hey, go on. It holds everybody's products until a certain day, and then they print everything and then ship it, and then they go into another 7 days or something like that, and everybody that buys something will, wait until that certain day that they, collect, and then they ship it. I haven't sold a ton of stuff, probably because I think everybody thought it was misspelled, but I can guarantee you the quality is good. I added a mug with the eyes on it, only I don't have the rights to the eyes, and I don't know if it's free clip art or not. I probably could get in trouble for even saying that, but so I have to make my own eyes, or draw them, or have somebody draw some eyes. It doesn't look that difficult, really. I might be able to do it like just two red spots, and make them almond shaped or something. But so all that is all, the spelling's right. What I have on there is all I have at the moment. And if there's something you guys want, like a different, like a coffee drink for the car, mug, or a purse, or there's some gifts that you want to, if there's some gifts that you want to give for Christmas, I know like you have a certain amount of time that you can get it ordered and get it by Christmas. I might have to let my cat out, man. He'll bite me if I don't. He's a true Squatch. Sweet, man. I'll put your pictures up. Like I'm gonna use everybody's pictures. I'll use them like, I'm gonna change my website over to where, in fact, I might change it to sell this and some other stuff that we have, so that I could buy a new computer. I want everybody to know that I appreciate everything. You guys have humbled me so much that uh, I don't even, like, you guys make me speechless. That's actually why I came up with the T-shirt idea, because then it was like you guys you get something. You know what I mean? It's not like, you guys know what I mean. If I didn't need a computer, I would stop right now. I'm not counting on YouTube for making any money at all. I only put one. I just monetize it and put one little thing on it. I'm not making any money on it. Believe me, hardly nobody's making money on YouTube. So YouTube is not a money maker anymore unless you have a bazillion followers and you put, like, some people might, like I saw Brenton Sawn, is that his name? Um, if you go on his video, it looks like every 15 minutes there's a little yellow mark. That means so you can put the ads anywhere you want. And to make up for what YouTube did, like used to be, you could just put one little ad and then you make a little bit of money. Only now you have to do what Brenton Sawn's doing, and that's put like a whole bunch of ads if you don't want to like try to sell anything or anything like that, and you want to make your money off of YouTube. And then I don't even know if you make all that great. Like, I haven't talked to him in a long time, so I don't know, if you make money like that or not. I know it's frustrating though to have that many ads, and I probably will never do that because, in fact, it bothers me to put the one little yellow mark. You know what I mean? Like, but I do it. Hey, every $20, you don't get paid till you make 100. So it takes me 5 months to get paid because I only make like $20 a month off of YouTube. So I'm just being honest. Yeah, YouTube fundraising, they suck. An 8 foot tall Bigfoot from my living room. Yeah, I'll get one of those right out to you. In fact, I think there's one that lives over by you somewhere. You might be able to like maybe like make some of this kind of coffee with Starbucks, and you might like grab a Bigfoot or two. They might come in and have coffee with you. And I don't have Starbucks in that. I just have a cup. It was a gift. Yeah, I'm really sad about Bigfoot doing that because then it makes it hard. Like, I know a lot of people, they like lived on YouTube money and now they can't, and it really put a dent in what they do. Like, I never really, I didn't steal the cup. Actually, a friend that lives in Maryland, An old friend that I've known for 40 something years, last Christmas sent me a basket with all kind. They had like four of those kind of cups, a travel mug cup, and some coffee and tea and chocolate and all this stuff, like a basket with a bunch of stuff in it. I do have the super chat on. I Is that what they call it? The super chat. Yeah, I have the super chat on where people can pay to put a comment, and then it holds the comment up on the top for a while and stuff like that. I don't understand it that much. I don't understand Patron that much, and I can't see how you make money on Patron. I mean, they make a lot of promises, but only I've been doing this. I've actually been doing this for a long, long time. Okay, with Jeff. And I mean, even with Jeff, we never really made a whole bunch of money on YouTube. It was like barely anything. And we even went over 1 million views, and still, even though I have some friends that are YouTubers, and I seen like when they get 100,000 subscribers, YouTube sends them this really cool silver thing saying they have 100,000 subscribers. But even when you have 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't mean everybody's tuning in. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I heard about that, about him making a big deal about it. And I don't even care really about the money. I just want to keep doing this, like I'm on Social Security. I'm like under 1,000, right? And really like only a few dollars above 900 a month. So I'm not like a rich dude, not anymore, anyways. Uh, being being hurt by a doctor hurt me really bad because it took. I mean, even though I was doing really well at the casino, and I probably made as much as a doctor, or I did pretty well. When I got hurt, I didn't have any income, and Social Security took me 5 years to win that. And everything I owned, all my guns, everything, I sold everything to live, to just so that we could make it through the 5 years. And even then, we had to rely on God a lot. And I have to tell you, God is good, because there was times that I was so far behind on rent and other bills, but I never got shut off, right? I never got shut off. I never went without anything to eat. My internet never got shut off. My landlady was being nice to me, and she never gave me a notice. She never even worried. She told me, "Don't worry." She goes, "I trust you. I know you could do it. I know that you'll catch up." So, I mean, God is good. So really, all I'm doing right now is trying to figure out a way to get another computer. That's it. Once I get the computer, I'll still probably do want to do cool stuff. I'll find things and still, but I think I'll do it like giveaways. You know what I mean? Instead of like money or anything like that. And I'll probably still keep a merchandise page. I mean, I believe in selling stuff. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I really don't. Yeah, my landlady is so good, you guys, and God is so good. Like, what if she wasn't really nice, but only God put it on her heart to be nice like that to me? And I know her husband would have kicked me out, and she hid it from him even for a few years, and now they're divorced. I don't know if I had anything to do with that, like my situation had anything to do with that or not. I hope not. Well, for a new computer, luckily, like I don't have to buy a whole computer, okay? The only problem is, like if I was going to buy a computer for what I need it to do, not because I want one that does everything, just for what I need it to do, edit videos, do the online thing, run the audio, and process video, which is the hardest thing for a computer to do. But luckily, I can build computers and fix laptops and tablets and all that stuff. When I was at the casino, they sent me to school, and I learned the computer language and everything. In fact, I was the marketing director for a long time, and then they got rid of the network administrator, and after they sent me to school, I became the network administrator and the marketing director and the food and beverage director, believe it or not, all three. But only I learned how to take apart a computer and put it back together, not blindfolded, but I still can do it, and I can repair computers. So what I would do with this computer is, the case is fine, the power supply is fine. I would have to change out the motherboard, the processor, the video card, and the RAM. And I was looking like for a good processor, you're looking at around 300, the motherboard around 199, 250, somewhere in there. It has to, I want to get a good processor, so you have to have a good motherboard. You want to buy a piece of crap motherboard, and then put a really good processor on it. And I mean, the main thing on everything is the processor and the motherboard. And I mean, that is what makes a system. And then the memory, it's got to have a few gigs, because when a lot of people don't know what RAM, right? When you have a computer, and say you have 8 gigabytes of RAM, okay, that means your desk is this big. We'll say this big is 8 gigabytes of RAM, right? And that would be your desktop. That's how many things you could have open on your desk, right? Well, when you put 16 gigabytes, double that. And now you could have more things open on your desk, or you could do harder jobs, things that take that like it could be one job, but only you have it's taking up your whole desktop to do the job. And then your video card is the other thing, like especially for like the live that I do right now. Man, it says my streaming health. I know it has to be my router. It says my streaming health just went to nothing. I hope it doesn't kick me off. All right, John. Happy birthday, man. It was good seeing you. Wow, there's a big green thing. Cold Warrior, dude, you are so cool. You know what it says under that? Oh, is this what you wrote that, huh? 30% of this is super chat. Patreon is a reoccurring payment. If I pledge 5, it comes out every month. Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to do that to you. Man, you guys are you guys are nice. Really cool. I love you guys. I do. Well, I gotta look at this one thing. Okay, so yeah, it's YouTube. So it's my router. Everything on the studio thing that I go through to do the live feed. It says everything is good, green light, And then you go in YouTube and it's red, like red light. So yeah, once I get the computer, you guys won't hear me talking like that. I mean, like really trying to do anything. Only because I want to keep doing this for a long time, and I don't care. It is fun to me, and especially like once I get out, like doing some field trips and some research and really getting out there. I can't wait to share that. And I can't share anything like the studio software can handle anything. Like I could do pictures and video and multiples of stuff. The computer can't handle it. So as soon as I add a picture or anything, then the computer overheats and shuts off. You know. Yeah. Man, no kidding on the smoking thing. I'm a smoker. I don't smoke a lot because I have a lot of health problems, but only I don't want to quit just because they raise the taxes and stuff like that. I'm bucking the system probably. And then, people tell me, well, you need to quit. Well, that's not what's killing me. Okay. Everything else is killing me, but that isn't killing me. I'm not going to die from it. I won't. I'll die from something else, like kidney failure or something else. In fact, I was going to tell everybody the kidneys, I don't have kidney problems. Like, it isn't my kidneys. I have this thing called reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and it happened from a lack of blood flow to my leg for 7 or 8 days with no blood, no oxygen going to my leg. So that's how I died on the operating table. All that. It caused a nerve damage, even all the way into my brain, and that's how come I'll be talking and I want to say somebody's name, but I don't know what the name is. It's there, but only I can't think of it because this nerve damage. In fact, it even is messing with my mouth. Like sometimes I have like watering, everything's water, like drooling. But only most of the time there's none. So I have dry mouth or something like that, and it's some from the meds, some from the disease. So when you have that, all my teeth are falling out and my teeth are getting brittle and everything, and that it's from the RSD. So then the RSD went up into my kidneys, and it's a nerve thing, so it changed the kidneys a little bit by nerves. And so now, like the doctor told me, there isn't anything like there is no solution. There is no cure. There's no cure for RSD. There's no cure for what it does to you. A lot of the things, people, they tell me, do this, do this, do that, try this, try that. I've been dealing with this since 2000. That's 17 years. The first few years, a doctor wouldn't even see me because doctors hurt me. So I didn't have medication or anything like that. I mean, the doctors totally would look at my chart and see what happened and kick me out because the doctor hurt me. Good morning, Scotland. It's actually, yeah, or good evening from here. But yeah, so the kidneys, it changed how the kidneys function. So now it just makes stones because I guess like it actually has uric acid. I think it just makes it, which turns calcium into stones. So I've tried everything, even the lemonade and all that, like everything, cranberry juice, lemonade. I put a picture on my Facebook. I don't know if it's a big tub full of water bottles. I drink a ton of water. There's just nothing you can do if your kidneys are going to make stones. And there's nothing the doctor could do. I mean, they even told me like I don't even go see him anymore. The urologist guy. He's like, when it gets so bad, just go to the ER and get a shot. I was like, oh, well, that sounds fun. But yeah, I drink a ton of water, all that stuff. That kept me out of the off the channel for a few days. I wish I didn't have all the problems. In fact, that's one of the reasons why Jeffrey was getting rid of me, because I think I called in 3 times over 6 years, something like that. And when you're doing what Jeffrey does, you got to be there every day. And some of the times when I was there, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do anything. I was there, but only that my body was not fit to be there, and I should have went home, but I didn't. Now, with Bigfooting, what's really cool is I have a whole bunch of areas. Now, what is really, really cool, one of the areas, or 3 of the areas, are like only 10 minutes from my house. In fact, I think there's more than that. I've been like scouring Google Earth, looking at the rivers. There's like two rivers and 3 big creeks coming down out of the mountains. And every one of them could be a highway for a Bigfoot. And I think they are, because where these places, I went back and was cross-checking my facts and sightings, and people that we've interviewed and talked to. Every one of them is in like a 5 square mile area of, in fact, I would say like 5 miles either side of this river and creeks and stuff. There's Bigfoot sightings and canals, creeks, rivers, and they use them like a highway. And I think they use them at night because they could really travel like without being seen. Even in the day, in some of the places, there's just nothing out there. Yeah, Ryan, he actually, Ryan was telling me that he had his car broke, the engine went out, his girlfriend dumped him, and he lost his job. And then he said he might not be able to make it that night. All that happened to him in one day. And then he was given an ultimatum, like he needed to figure it out and step it up. I mean, that's what he was told. So he was like he backed out. He stopped, and I don't blame him one bit. It took 53 minutes to like the video. Is that because my stream? See, now my stream's getting better all of a sudden. I went from red to yellow. I'm getting better. Good evening, Ramble One. I felt sorry for Ryan, only he's doing a lot better. His car is now repaired. He doesn't have a girlfriend, but he did get a job with Macy's, I think. It's either Macy's or Best Buy. And I stay in touch with him still, and he's a good kid. He works really hard. He's only 21, so he doesn't have a whole lot of experience, dealing with all the stuff, that you... but it was a good experience of what he did have, and he's really good at what he does. I enjoy it. Yeah, so back to the Bigfoots, the Squatches, because we're in the zone. I didn't realize, like over the years, I actually want to do a field trip with with a camera. What do you guys think? I want to go out and I want to start at the place where we got the first call, right? And in fact, yeah, if he doesn't have a girlfriend, he's doing really good. At least he's keeping his money. Yeah. I want to do a field trip and kind of do like a history of the valley and Bigfoot, like start where we first got the first call, and then go to each different location where we talked to different people, and then project. Like I want to go to areas around those areas, and I want to show like why I said earlier I didn't think that the Squatch were after the oranges or the citrus so much. It's because oranges or citrus trees, all of them, they stay green and thick all year round. So it's like the perfect cover. I mean, you could go in there and be one row in and nobody could see you. And you could climb into, I mean, we wouldn't because there's big thorns on it, but you could climb into an orange tree and be gone. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody's going to go in there after you either if they didn't see you go in there. So I think that, sure, they use the citrus for food, but mostly I would think that they're in it for the cover, mostly. Otherwise, they would be hanging out in plum orchards and peach orchards. And I have seen tracks, and I seen a video clip of a white one in a peach orchard, but he was probably only passing through, or he was using it instead of going through the neighborhood. He was using it to get to a neighborhood. So there was the river, a peach orchard, and a neighborhood with garbage cans and all kinds of stuff. Dogs, cats, you know what I'm saying? So he went through the orchard and he got himself over to where the food sources were. Only it wasn't really good cover, and he got caught by video in an orchard, orange orchard. I don't think he would get caught as easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's so thick and dense in oranges and stuff like that they could hide way better in an orange than anything really. I'm going in slow motion. Yeah, it's my internet connection. I don't know what to do about it. Just messing with you, Odie. Oh, it's winter. Just messing with you. Yeah, I know it's going slow motion. It is my internet connection. I think they opened Avocado Lake today. I'm pretty sure. But only they're over there. They're at Avocado. They're around there, I should say. And like I said, like, okay, they don't just hang right in the river. Like, I think if you live anywhere near a river in any state, where the river goes through any heavily woods or anything like that, I would suspect that Bigfoot is using that in every single state. I would pretty much bet. I started going back and looking at all the reports from around the United States, and a lot of them are in a river or right at a river or a green belt thing, that has a creek or a river going through it. So I would bet money that it, like, if you have something running near your home, you can go squatch in, and you, if you're persistent and you look for food sources, look for cover, especially cover. Like if you can find a place where they hide, where they can hide during the day and not be seen by a lot, hardly anyone, you just found where they probably are hiding. At night, they will go up and down all around. You might see them crossing the road or whatever. But once you find the places where they can hang out in the daytime and not be seen, and you can start staking those out. And the best time to stake it out is early in the morning, real early, like get there before the sun comes up, and then go right before the sun goes down, and then hang out for several hours after the sun goes down, because you're more apt to see them. They're like, think of how deer, like all you hunters out there, think of it like deer, like that's the best time to sight deer moving, or see a deer is early in the morning, really early, when they're going back to where they're going to hang out for the rest of the day, early in the morning. And then in the evening, they come out of there and they're going to where they're going to go feed, or go where they're looking for food anyways. Think of the Bigfoot the same way. They're going to move the same way. Okay. So that's how it goes. Yeah, you're right. The Boggy Creek, I mean, that's weird, huh? The Boggy Creek, it's even like that. You're trying to track the live stream chatters from live stream or from this stream. Don't let the sun go down on you at a reservation. That's my advice. If you're squatching, don't squatch on a reservation without permission, and then don't let the sun go down on you in there. Like, unless you know everybody there. But if you don't, I would get out of there before the sun goes down. Might not be a good idea to hang out after dark. Yeah. I haven't seen Digger Dog. Not lately. And you suddenly hear Elton John singing "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me." Yep, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, so for everybody that tuned in late, I know there's a lot more watching now. I have this. It's a traditional flute. You can see the 5 holes. Most flutes have 6 holes. And then I verified that. It's the truth. That's a raven. Right here is a raven. And some beads. And then I have this. This is from Tony Spirit Feather Adams. I think he'll make them and sell them. I'm not sure, but this one I am gonna sell to try to help me, build that computer. This is hand carved, handmade, hand done, and it's beautiful, you guys. It really is really nice. Okay. And then I have this right here. I got this yesterday. I got the flute a couple days ago. I got this yesterday. It's a Bigfoot walking stick. I know Arlo, if he's in there. Thank you, Arlo, and thank you, Tony, for the flute. Or thank you, Tony Spirit Feather, for the flute. the Bigfoot walking stick is really going to be hard for me to. I don't know if I'm going to like do any. I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe I have some other stuff, duplicate stuff I can sell off. I was wondering like, I know I don't think I'm famous or anything, and I don't feel like I'm famous or anything. The flute is in it plays G real good. I think it's G. Um, yeah, some tribal members will escort you out even if there's no hairy man around. If there's a casino there, they'll take you to the casino though. This one is I don't know how to do the bidding on it though. So like I haven't figured that out. Maybe somebody that knows how to do that. I could get some feathers. I actually could probably get some eagle feathers, but it would be illegal unless you're an Indian or Native American to have them. I could even get some hawk feathers, but also again, if you get caught with those and you're not Native American, you can get arrested. It's illegal to have them unless you're a Native American. So I don't know how I would I don't know how I would do. That's one thing I never done anything like that before, so I don't know how to auction it. I really don't. Maybe you guys could figure out and help me with that. Yeah, he made me one that I'll have to bring. I have to find it. Everything's packed up because, as I was saying earlier, my bedroom is this room. There's no carpet. There's nothing in here but construction garbage and some boxes and stuff like that. We're packing everything up, and you could get arrested for having seagull feathers. Really? What? I understand why they make the feathers, especially eagle feathers and hawks. They're rare, you know what I mean? Like there's not a billion of them flying around, and people will buy that kind of stuff. So it's almost like, see if they ever pass the law that everybody could have one, then, the only thing I don't understand is like when you're in Oregon or Washington or Alaska, there's eagles. There's a lot of eagles. So you could walk around and just pick feathers up that they, drop. They lose feathers. Like if there's a nest or a telephone pole they like to sit on, there'll be feathers around it sometimes. I don't see how they could get you for that. But I know like we applied. There's actually a website, a government website that if you're a Native American, you could go on and sign up, and they'll send you eagle feathers. I don't know where they get them, but they'll send them to you. It's really weird, kind of weird. The flute was made by Tony Spirit Feather Adams, and he makes them. He made one for me that right here. It's actually has the Bigfoot from the Thule Reservation painting, the crying Bigfoot, and he told me he'll never make another one of that. So that would be a one, and I'm not going to get rid of that. This one's a raven. I don't think he's made it very many of them, or even if it's not a one of a kind, there's not going to be more than a couple of them. You know what I mean? He's not cranking them out like a factory. He has to route out all this stuff, and I mean it looks like it's glued. This one, the only problem with this one is it does have Oh, I don't know what you call that, but I can't remember the name of it anyways. But it doesn't go all the way through. It actually, to me, it gives it character. You know, a knot. It has a knot right there, but it's not real deep. And no, he's not. He's actually, I think he's in Tennessee. I think. It would be cool to have some cool feathers on it and maybe some different beads. My wife has all the beads. And then I was wondering, like, if I put my autograph on it, would you guys want that or not? Like, I know some people, like, I run into people and they want me to sign stuff for them, and I never did that before. It actually makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but okay, we could do that. But only, I rather not mess up that. I rather like send a piece of paper, with everything on it, and then let like so I would send the flute and a piece of paper saying where that it's like a one of a kind, and then I could autograph the paper that or something like that. But it would be up to you guys, and it's the key of G. I'll do this one more time for everybody. There you go. I've been trying to make them. I've been trying to make them. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I can make like a leather case for it, like a suede leather, and I could sign the leather case. Like and use this kind of make it like where you cinch it up at the top. You know what I mean? Slide it in and out, and make. I know I can make leather. I've actually been. I used to do leather a long, 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 long time ago, and hand carving, and hand tooling, and I did a lot of holsters and belts and stuff like that. And I wanted to find like a really good Bigfoot picture and then trace it onto a leather piece of leather, like maybe 17 inches by 11 inches or something like that, and then actually carve everything, and then make it like a painting and frame it and all that. And I've been thinking about doing that, and not to give away, not to sell, just to hang somewhere, kind of like this. I wouldn't use that dude though, but yeah, it sounds old, but it is actually it's actually traditional, because on flutes that are made nowadays, like today's days, there's 6 holes in them, and traditionally there was only 5, and this is the 5 one, and I don't know how he figures out, how, where to put the hole to make the sounds or anything like that. So, but I know it's really good, and I was practicing and learning some songs and making up. I want to make up some songs, but I was practicing until my wife packed the other one, and I don't know where it is now. She packed everything up to get out of this room. So hopefully I'll be out of this room pretty soon. I'll be out of this room and into my room that I'm going to be in forever, and I won't have to move anything around or set up and take down, just so that we can work, in the room. Oh, that would be a good idea, huh? Play it for the Squatches, and then say it was out on an expedition, an expedition flute. That's actually a good idea. and I could take pictures of us playing it out, or out there and put it with it, and still make a satchel, like a flute case for it, out of suede or something like that. And I probably won't do any tooling on it. I'll just make it, and then maybe I can send it to Tony and have him autograph the satchel, and also then I could sign it as well. I don't know if you'd want the flute signed unless you're just gonna hang it somewhere, like hang it up. That's what I want to do with the one that he sent me. But yeah, I and there I actually have some art pieces coming, you guys. Some ladies have done oil paintings of Bigfoot. One of them has a dog man on it. I mean, oil paintings. Okay, and they're framing them and everything. And goodness, I think one she said is ready to send here pretty soon, and I know her autograph is going to be on it. But it's the same thing. To help pay for a new computer. And then not only that, one of the things I want to do, like with Tony, for instance, like for this, right? He makes beautiful flutes. Then they're all one of a kind. None of them are never is one the same or plays the same because they're all handmade. So, none of them are identical, completely identical, or even play identical. But what I want to do is I want to showcase people. I want to showcase artists. I want to showcase their art. I once I have my computer and I'm not really worried about like equipment or anymore or anything like that, or things going wrong or breaking. I want to showcase people's artistry. It could be music, it could be wood carvings, it could be jewelry, it could be paintings, it could be whatever. Um, but I want to showcase people's things, and then I want to make a place for like almost like Patreon, that website you guys are talking about that helps people. I want to do the same thing. And I'm not going to charge anyone though, but only I'm going to create my website where I can sell stuff for them, and then I could showcase it on the YouTube channel, and then I can put it on the website and say one of a kind, buy it now or whatever, this much, no auctions or anything like that, and some of the stuff is beautiful work. I mean, like, wait till you see the paintings. Oh my God. It's going to be really hard for me to like let those go, because there's not going to be another one like it. And only that's what they told me that it's for. So that's what I'm going to use it for. Even though I think they wouldn't care if I hung it up behind me and left it there, Only, yeah, like what I was thinking, like with the flute, getting like the top of the cow horns, right? And just the top of the skull with the cow horns hanging out, and then hang that up, and then put the flute inside the cow horns. I mean, it's just an idea that I have, but I think it would be cool. Maybe I can even like do some of that and find, I don't know where you find a bunch of cow horns and skull caps though, or I don't know. Only that, I think that would be cool looking, and you could put feathers and stuff all over the a dream catcher. In fact, if I could talk my nephew into it, he makes beautiful dream catchers, and he's native too, so he could put hawk feathers and eagle feathers and stuff on it, and I think I can sell them. I think. Ooh, meds. Took a whole handful of meds before I did this. I wasn't gonna sit on here too long. Only I felt like I owe it to you guys to come on and tell you what's going on with me. And I know everybody was like worried about it, uh, and I was more worried about you guys, worrying about me than worrying about me myself. Anyways, worrying about me. Yeah, so I will do that. I'll take it out on. I'll take it out. Maybe I could take it to several places in one day where the Bigfoots are, and videotape us sitting at each spot playing it, and take some photos, because that's not a bad idea, because there's a few places I want to go to that I'm going to go to this week. All, even if I have to go by myself, I'm not afraid to go by myself down here in the valley so much as when I go to the mountains. Because in the valley, I have phone service, and there's people around, and you're only like 10 minutes from home. But when you get way up in the hills now, that's scary. You know what I mean? Like, you get way up there, you don't have any phone service. If you're camping overnight, you're sleeping in a sack lunch. Um, just not a good thing. But down here, I don't mind going by myself, and it's only a 10-minute drive. I can be at any of the several places in 20 minutes or so. The ones in the mountains are like 3 or 4 hours. I'll be making a shofar from a ram's horn, and I wonder what the Squatch would do if I blew a shofar. You think they know what that is? If they're like ancient? I mean, they know what I found. Remember the owl I was talking about last time? Uh, the we went up to our spot, and the owls are going around us, and they were hooting and hooting and hooting, and then we found out they weren't in our area, right? Afterwards we recorded it. So the owls did that for a couple of hours, 2 3 hours, and then they turned into chimps. Okay. Well, I found out it's the barred owl, Bard, barred owl. That's the kind of owl it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember it then, but only, laying in bed later that night, it was like, oh, it was the barred owl. Yeah. If I could manage to get a squatch in the background while I'm playing the flute, man, wouldn't that be something, huh? Maybe they'll gift me a marble. Maybe they'll gift me a big old gold nugget, and they don't know what it is. Wouldn't that be nice? I know that, like, when we go out nowadays, because of last year's winter, it really like scoured the creeks and everything. And we're in gold country, and I mean, we were walking around, and we were looking for these gold nuggets just to be laying on the ground. They've been found like that around here. Sometimes, like, half an ounce of Morning, Amanda. Yeah, I think it's a barred owl. I'm almost pretty sure. I always need a partner in the high Sierras because I won't go there by myself. Where are you at in the high Sierras? Like, by like, usually when people say Sierras, they're over by Lake Tahoe, stuff like that. And when they're over here, they call it the Sierra Nevadas or something like that, and Sequoia Park. Yeah. Oh, that could be it. Bard, Barr. Yeah, Barred, Bard owl. See, now they might be like, you might be in the lower end of the range of them, up by if you're up by Tahoe. That, like, they can make it down that far. Not normally though. Yeah. Oh, you okay? So you are over by there. You are by like near Lake Tahoe in the Lake Tahoe region, I would say. Yeah. Um, Closer to me than Tahoe. Like, huh? Closer to me. Like I know somebody's in Visalia, and I can't remember, and that's more closer to Thule. Yosemite would be the in between for me and Tahoe, I think, because I'm like, I guess not by miles, but Yosemite is north of me, and there's a lot of action around there too. I used to live in El Portal, right outside of there, so I know there's a lot of mountains in between here and there, man. A lot of mountains. But only I am confident when I say like there's the Merced River, the Fresno River. I mean, there's a lot of rivers coming down out, going north from me, and I would bet money that every creek and river coming out of the hills is a potential Bigfoot zone, a Squatch zone. And I mean, I would almost lay my life down on that they use them, and maybe not all year around. I would say the big rivers, maybe that would be all year around, but only the creeks and canals and stuff like that might be like a limited time of the year, like based on the food and what's growing around there and stuff like that. Yeah, Sonora. That's beautiful country, man. You know where the Black Oak Casino is? I applied to work there right before I got hurt, and I got hired actually, and then I couldn't. I got hired by them, and then I came back to the casino. It was like 3 months before I got hurt, and then Steve Wynn came over and was checking out the casino I worked at, and he had like 2.8 million he was going to invest right off the gate, and the tribe didn't want him there. Bye. Are you guys dropping by tomorrow?
We're gonna get up and go.
Okay.
We love you.
Love you.
Take care. Bye, honey.
Bye, gay pooch.
Oh, there's the cat.
Oh,
right
there's a
there.
cat.
Gage, come on. Gage. Come on. You don't want to find the cat. The cat's mean.
Yeah, the cat's mean.
Oh, Gage ain't no angel.
Oh, and Odie and Winter says hi and they love you. Leave the door open so Squatch could get out. And they didn't leave it open. Yeah, so yeah, somebody from Visalia, and then they say they go up by Thule, and they check out where Tammy Thomas lived, where the trolls or whatever, the evil gnomes are around there. But I actually believe the evil gnomes don't just hang out at the river by Porterville. I actually believe that all these little evil thingamajiggies, they're up and down all the waterways, because that is a highway for these cryptids to go to hide from everyone, and get to people's houses and stuff like that. So it's almost like everybody that lives right along the river has weird stuff happening at their house. I mean, almost any river you go to and you talk to the people, and I don't care how far down the river you go, like from here in the Central Valley, say, a lot of stuff. Yeah, we love you too, sweetheart. I love you, sweetheart. CEA, I love you, man. Yeah, see, I was going to say I might be mixing him up with you, CEA, because I was looking at your videos. You're over by Black Oak Casino, somewhere over there. I got hired by those guys, and then I got hired by Steve Wynn, and I was not going to go to work at Black Oak Casino. I was going to go work for Mr. Wynn in Las Vegas, in a really high salary position, and then I got hurt. And he told me he couldn't use me because it didn't look good for somebody to show up at work in their red Ferrari in a tux and then, lower their power chair off the back of it. He said, and if you're looking up at everybody, how can you be mean? No, no, go on, go on. I might have to go here. Yeah, that. I guess the house got torn down off of that. The evil gnomes, where the evil gnome was, from what I understand. Man, my cat's gonna jump up here. You guys, Squatchy. Um, all of a sudden, my chat is messing up. It's blinking in and out. No, go on, cat. No, go on. Get that. You're trapping evil gnomes. Get yourself on an elf on the shelf. Yeah, Jeffrey would love me for that, like trying to copy him or something. Wow, somebody put a new home there. I wonder. You should see if you could talk to those people and see if they're having anything going on over there. Because I have a feeling if you go over there and use this name, no, come on, get use it this certain name, you might be able to like get that evil thing out of there. I'm not saying it won't go somewhere else, though. That's the thing. But he could live under a mobile home. Yeah, that would be kind of a bummer. Okay, you guys. Well, I gotta call it. I'm gonna put the link on this video here for the T-shirts and the mugs and the hoodies and oh, there's my cat. Yeah, this is Squatch, you guys. My grandkids nicknamed him. Everybody's afraid of him. Except for me. He loves me, but he bites everyone else. He is so mean to everyone. Huh, aren't you? But I guess it is time to go because now I can't see you and he thinks he owns this place and he can't get out because my wife locked him in. And we really are the Squatch zone because this is the Squatch right here, huh? Huh, Squatch. He's my Squatch. But, yeah. Hey, you locked the kitty in.
Come on.
And they're like seeing cat hole. Yay, thank you. Thought I was gonna have to like do something really mean. Anyways, I do have to go though, you guys. So enjoy interacting with you guys on the chat. I don't ever want to be the the guy, like I don't ever want to like start doing weird. Now I'm green. No, now I'm yellow. Oh, I don't ever want to be like going like what you see is what you get kind of thing with me. You know what I mean? Like I rather come on and chat with you guys and do whatever. And I know a lot of people might not like that. They want me to do some polished, entry song and an exit song and all this kind of stuff. I basically just want to chat with everyone and share the things that I find. I can guarantee you that I will be bringing things to share what I find. As soon as I get a better computer, I'll share some stuff that I have already found. And I want to continue to do that. I don't need a polished opening song and I don't need a super polished ending and roll the credits and a tuxedo and all this stuff to do this, right? It isn't about me so much as it's about the Squatch and the evidence. And I don't just do Squatch. I do ghosts, I do demons, I do evil gnomes, I do UFOs and aliens and abductions. But only my thing is Bigfoot. Like that was the first thing I ever saw. It changed my life. I won't ever stop looking for it again, like looking for them and I don't care if I prove they are alive or not alive. I don't care if people thinks my pictures are fake or I'm going to bring it and share it anyways, right? I'm going to bring any alien abduction stuff I'm going to share. I will get my phone working hopefully this week because I need I want to chat with some of you. I know some of you have really good stories and I want to chat with you. Okay, so I'm going to put the link for the shirts and stuff up. They'll make good gifts for anybody that is a Bigfooter or a Squatcher or that likes Bigfoot stuff. They'll love having a Squatch Zone shirt or a mug in their collection. Believe me. I already ordered mine already. Couldn't afford it, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I created it. Plus I got them so I could show. Like I did that one shirt with the misspelling. That was the only one. Okay, the only one with misspelling. Everything is spelled right now. You can order it. Don't worry about misspelling. It is all spelled right. Everything's right. I would talk to David Paulides. The last time I've interviewed David Paulides 3 times with Jeffrey Gonzalez. Each time I didn't get to ask all the questions that I wanted to ask, and I really wanted to, and I have some really good questions for him, and I relate to him, like growing up in a law enforcement family and stuff like that. So I relate to the way he thinks about things. And then he has my teacher in his first book. That blew me away because I did not even know that my teacher was missing until I found him in the Missing 411 book. That blew me away. But I would love to talk to David Paulides. I know I could call Ron Moorhead. I know I could call Bobo. I could call Renee. I have a lot of friends in the Bigfoot world that I can call. And I'm looking forward to that. And actually, just because you're known or wrote a book or anything like that doesn't mean you're like the best squatcher in the world either. There is people out there like me that have been going out for a long time. I mean, they might not have anything to share but some stories. Only I believe them. You know what I mean? You don't go out there for your health. You don't go out there because nothing happened. You go out there because something happened to you. You might not have even seen anything, but something supernatural or weird or off the wall happened, and when you started researching it, you found out that that's the Squatch, and you continue and continue and continue to go out there, and you will have, if you continue, you will have a face to face with one. It's only a matter of time. It's like, what do they say? It's not if, it's when. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of if, it is when you're going to have one. You just don't know when. So, yeah, I can actually, I haven't called Heidi in a long time. I will call her. I need to talk to her. I noticed that she's really busy though, but yeah, I'll call her Heidi. Um, but yeah, I'll be calling Heidi, and I want to have Heidi on. She's been doing some things. I heard she might have got a TV show and stuff like that, and I mean that's cool. Like I'll do TV shows, you guys. Like if anybody's watching and you want to invite me to guest speak somewhere, I'm open for that. If you want me to be on your TV show, I'm open for that. If you want me to be on your blog, radio show, I'm open for that. Um, if you want me to be a TV guy, personality, and go on the show and be part of the TV thing, I'm not so sure if I'm open for that. We'll talk. Um, I rather stay like how I am, and if if the if if it's where I don't have to like kill myself, maybe we might come to something. But mostly, I'm open for like guest speaking and stuff like that. I used to do it when I was working at the casino. I guest spoke at two colleges. One was a university, and the other one was a city college. Twice a year in each one, so that was 4 times a year for like 7 years in the marketing departments, and I had so much fun at it. I know I don't. On those I was supposed to be talking about casinos, and I wound up talking about earthworms, and that's something that one day I'm going to do here too. Is I'm gonna start a little earthworm section, and I'm going to start talking about earthworms because I think it's really a good thing to talk about and everybody to know about. Plus, if you're looking for a way to make extra money, it is an excellent way to make extra money, and really, like, you could live off of it if you have enough real estate. But yeah, get my shirt. Yeah, I'll leave that in there. I'll go get it in a minute. Um, get my shirt for Christmas for everyone. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I love you guys. I really love you guys. I don't, for reals. And everybody stay safe and healthy. I'll be praying for your health and all that good stuff. Um, and I'll see you probably in a couple of days. I'm going to try to do another show on Monday, okay? Later. I wonder how long it takes to stop recording.